Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar today. Today we have Randy Pagels that is going to take us through crucial aspects of app development in the healthcare industry. This is going to have a focus on security and compliance. A little bit about Randy. He is our DevOps architect and he leads clients in creating solutions that match industry standards and DevOps best practices. So his expertise spans from GitHub, DevOps methodology, infrastructure code, and so much more. I'll go ahead and let Randy take it over. There you are, Randy.
Thank you, Kim. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining. In this webinar, I'll explore security challenges in healthcare, application development, and share strategies to ensure patient data security, integrity, and availability. I'll discuss industry trends, privacy concerns, trusted cloud, and best practices. Feel free to ask questions in the Q&A, and we'll get to answer them towards the end of at the end of this webinar. So thank you. First of all, let's cover some industry trends. Patient expectations are fueling demands for personalized care and data security. The industry confronts challenges from COVID-19 impact, worker shortages. It's projected to be about 14 million in 2030, and transformation barriers. With over 4 million petabytes of healthcare data generated annually, providers facing data challenges, about 41% or so, and the industry is losing billions to breaches. So adoption is critical for achieving success in this complex and evolving industry. In healthcare, two intertwined forces are sparking change. Short-term challenges include plummeting income, rising COVID-19 expenses, and canceled procedures, leading to layoffs and pay cuts. Even the UK's National Health Service paused 200,000 cancer screenings. Hospitals with limited reserves face potential failures and mergers. Transitioning from crisis to future planning, leaders must strategize economic impacts and reinvent organizations for success. COVID accelerated the cloud adoption for clients who saw its benefit in innovation, cost reduction, and shifting more to an OPEX model. The big trends are rapid cloud innovation, urgent digital transformation, strategic agility, there's DevOps, there's cloud tools. There's also remote collaboration. I've seen low-code solutions, data-driven apps. We've heard about AI and AI adoption, heightened cloud security. So another area of significant concern is integration challenges. An important issue in integrating older systems that have one format, while modern solutions nowadays have a different format. So these are difficulties when dealing with outdated equipment, requiring substantial changes to proper access. Lastly, healthcare interoperability is another focal point, along with using commercial off-the-shelf applications with extended life cycles. All in all, this can lead to slower adoption rates and potential delays for issue resolutions. Next, I'm going to cover a few security concerns that are out there from an app dev perspective. In healthcare, the convergence of these concerns directly affects patient well-being, data privacy, and the ability to provide quality care. Ensuring confidentiality, integrity, and availability of applications is vital for maintaining trust, protecting patient information, and delivering efficient and safe medical services. Notable application security incidents include the 2014 Healthcare Gov breach due to misconfigured code. In 2016, ZocDoc vulnerability exposing patient data. 2019, Experian Health, there was a breach unsecured database. And of course, the 2021 Log4j vulnerability risking widespread server compromise. These incidences underscore the importance of robust security measures and healthcare application development to protect patient data. Next, I'd like to explore Azure's global reach, security and compliance offerings. With over 60 regions, Azure offers customers the scale needed to bring applications closer to the users around the world, preserving data residency and offering comprehensive compliance and resiliency options. When you look at the back-end architecture of an Azure data center, your tenant is isolated, no cross-contamination from other customers. From an operations standpoint, it's how Microsoft manages their infrastructure, their engineers, even the support group, they do not have access to customer tenants. Look at the Microsoft Cyber Defense Operations Center. They're staffed with 3,500 security experts who monitor 6.5 trillion signals daily, and it's supported by a $1 billion annual cybersecurity investment. So security integrates in all of the Azure services throughout this tool called the Security Graph. It's developed by Microsoft SOC, and it monitors threats 24/7. So Microsoft takes all that intelligence and continually builds those learnings back into the security protection of all the different services. From a compliance standpoint, Microsoft has been leading the industry in establishing clear security and privacy requirements, and then they consistently meet these requirements. There's regular standard audits for compliance. They're done, and the reports are all available to customers. As you can see, Microsoft places significant investment in security and ensures protection of PHI data. To emphasize, your data belongs to you. It's securely stored and encrypted into your Azure subscriptions, guarded by robust enterprise compliance and security measures, including SOC 2, ISO, HITRUST, and HIPAA. Healthcare companies are using the cloud to help them expand quicker, to find new sources of income, maintain and attract new clients, and make it a great experience for the patients and even their own employees. With Microsoft Azure, you have access to end-to-end cloud platform with over 100 highly engineered platform services that provide you with building blocks and a secure foundation for all your applications. It's highly recommended to have a good foundation before building in the cloud. Consider using a landing zone for this. A comprehensive landing zone approach offers security by enforcing best practices and reducing risks of breaches and misconfigurations. It ensures compliance with industry standards, it guarantees consistency through the templates, and enhances operational efficiency by automating resource provisioning. I'd like to talk about patient data. Patient data confidentiality is paramount due to the sensitive nature of the medical records and personal information. If compromised, it can be severe consequences for patient health. Developers must tackle data breach risk by implementing controls that restrict unauthorized access to data, thus avoiding trust loss and legal repercussions. Implementing encryption methods such as SSL and TLS and encryption at rest, it safeguards data in transit and at storage, preventing unauthorized access. Prioritizing robust multi-factor authentication is crucial for user interaction with data. All these actions by developers uphold confidentiality, regulatory adherence, and application security within healthcare environments. Data integrity is crucial to prevent errors and ensuring trust. It's maintained through practices like data validation, audit trails, and checksums, fostering reliability. Also, ensuring uninterrupted access is vital for timely patient care and medical decision making. Key strategies for high availability encompass redundancy to prevent single points of failure mechanism for seamless transitions during issues, and comprehensive disaster recovery planning that includes data backups and recovery procedures. Looking at a few best practices in the app dev space for developers, and overall, it's important that developers secure applications, protect patient data with encryption, enforce access controls, validate the data with audit trails, and ensure high availability. It's important to meet compliance and requirements using HITRUST and HIPAA. Some customers we find hesitate to adopt cloud native environments due to factors like resource constraints, insufficient awareness of cloud benefits, and time limitations. Hospitals are 24/7 operations with limited staff, and they generally prioritize urgent needs over innovation, especially app innovation. So traditional practices specializing in apps and cloud native benefits are often misunderstood, hindering adoption. Developers must grasp that ability to be able to apply security measures aligned with regulations. They have to ensure patient trust, legal compliance, and prompt breach reporting if patient data is exposed. Welcoming open source fosters knowledge exchange and innovation. Leaders gain a 3x impact. That's about 30% innovation and 20% higher satisfaction. With around 80-90% of code being open source, supply chain security and rapid vulnerability fixes are essential for risk management. DevOps brings quality, speed, and efficiency, driving rapid innovation and unique products. Code to cloud DevOps streamlines processes, boosts collaboration, accelerates delivery, and enhances reliability. Integration of development, testing, and deployment in a continuous pipeline automates tasks, cuts down errors, ensures code quality, and eliminates vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities stem from various sources needing specific security plans. Early adoption plan is crucial. Late identification costs more and poses greater risks. These risks multiply if vulnerabilities reach production. Shifting left means adopting security practices early. When development teams shift left, everyone considers security when they contribute to the code. It's not just shift left. Occasionally, they think about security day one and throughout the entire development lifecycle. Here's an example of taking the developer-first approach by intercepting vulnerabilities at development time. GitHub is an ideal platform for driving culture and process transformation within your organization. It offers essential features like pull request with automated tests, CodeQL for code scanning, Dependabot for automated fixes, secret scanning for detecting exposed secrets, and push protection to prevent unauthorized changes. Using this approach highlights the capabilities for driving transformations and streamlining secure development workflows. Using these types of tools greatly boosts the fix rate, surpassing industry standards. Vulnerabilities flagged by CodeQL during pull request achieve a 72% fix rate, outpacing the 15% after 7 days and the 45% after 90-day norm. Azure integration services like Logic Apps, Container Apps, Functions, and API management drive application modernization with streamlined connectivity, automation, and management. By utilizing these serverless services, organizations enhance applications for better integration, execution, API control, and scalability. Effective DevOps is centered around technology, culture, and process, extending way beyond just the tools used. With various approaches like migration, replacement, and stay on premises as options, modernizing on Azure PaaS, the platform as a service, clearly takes the lead as an industry standard. In essence, Azure PaaS creates a comprehensive environment for modernizing apps. It combines developer flexibility, lower operational demands, rich services, versatile deployments, cost efficiency, and scaling. By adopting DevSecOps practices, it's easy to integrate GitHub and Azure to ensure application security. GitHub Advanced Security protects code with dependency insights and scanning, while Azure Security Center, Azure Monitor, and Defender for Cloud strengthen the production workloads, ensuring comprehensive security for the entire platform. I'd like to review just a few anecdotes here. So these are just a handful of accounts that have positive outcomes achieved by embracing effective application development best practices. Vitel Bank balanced transparency, autonomy, and security using a DevOps to boost their software development lifecycle. The Swedish Health Services, they used Azure for an emergency response solution, tracking real-time insights on capacity, COVID data, and supplies. Blue Cross Blue Shield's website prioritized customers' satisfaction by creating new services. In Cincinnati's Children's Hospital, the developers use software to guide patients and families. They reduce stress. They maintain focus on only the important matters. I'd like to, at this time, take just a few minutes to take and look at a couple areas of app innovation. I thought these would be very, very interesting to show. So Microsoft is highly committed to significant AI and data analysis innovation. The cloud offers advantages in efficiency, security, compliance, and performance. For example, if you were to use a retrieval augmented generation pattern, this pattern provides a chat GTP-like experience. So think of it this way, applications that allow for multiple document uploads. Now that enables staff inquiries and patient empowerment and simplification through interactive questions or conversations. These documents are combined and we're using AI to comb over those documents. So keep in mind that if you were to implement this RAG instance, it does run in your own private Azure subscription. It's your data, it is your control. Another area of innovation is GitHub Copilot. Copilot is an AI programmer, no, an AI pair programmer that helps developers write code faster and less work. Copilot draws context from comments and codes and suggests individual lines and whole functions. Hundreds of thousands of developers are using Copilot today. Research has shown developers using GitHub Copilot for code assistance are on average about 55% faster. Let me walk through how Copilot works. The GitHub Copilot service basically talks to your VS Code editor. The editor sends context from the current file to the Codex large language model. It's running up in Azure OpenAI service. The service returns text that is likely to follow the same context, and this is then displayed as a suggestion in the editor to the developer, who can either accept it or tweak it for suggestions. For developers in the healthcare domain, understanding the intersection of security concerns and the unique healthcare landscape is crucial. To recap, the top three are confidentiality, integrity, and availability. They even take on a greater significance. I hope this webinar offered an in-depth insights on how these principles practically apply in application development. These concepts will empower developers to build secure, reliable, and compliant applications that meet the unique demands in the healthcare industry. At this time, I will go ahead and stop presenting and look in the Q&A for chat. If there's any questions, please feel free to type those in the Q&A chat. Let me go and look. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask me. I'd be happy to answer. I would like.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say I would like to thank everyone who joined today. Appreciate the time. Go ahead, Kim.
I was going to say, it doesn't look like we have any questions or comments, but if you guys do have any questions later on or want to rewatch this video, feel free to visit the event landing page on xspirit.com. Go to our events section and you'll see Randy's face and our healthcare webinar title. Feel free to submit any questions to that form or fill out that form if you want your own copy of this video or the presentation. We're happy to send any of those your way. But thank you so much for joining us, Randy. Thank you so much for putting this together, and I hope this was helpful for everyone.
Yep. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.